Hi, Jeannie. I'm not really sure on how to do that one myself, but what I would suggest we try is go to your menubar.css. It's right now the menu bar just set to float right, so it's going to take up the entire space. However, you can try this. Let's change it to a position of absolute. And let's go with top of negative 20 px and right of 0 px. So let's just change that, refresh. I've got a page open here as an example. Let's just see if that does anything. Okay, it will move the bar up, but it moves it way over to the right. So what we need to do here is find out, so it's within a row. Okay, so we're going to have to make the row a position of relative, and to do that we need to just right above do a dot row, and then in the brackets a position of relative, because if we're going to put something absolute, the parent container must have a position of relative. Now when we do that, what will happen is the menu bar should slide back into place over here. So now the menu bar is moved up like so, and we can go ahead and put a search bar in down below. I didn't put a search bar in here because I really didn't know where to put it. That's why it's not there. So what we could probably do at this point is go into your individual pages. Let's just go open up the index here. Let's go find the menu top full screen slider. Okay, so the menu top is going to be lower. There it is right there. We want to have the find the menu top right here, and we want to find the closing div for that. Okay, which is right down here about line 668. Right, there's the closing div. So we need to add a new div, and let's just call this one class of Google search right there. Okay, because we already have a class made for that, but it's not being used. So then we can target that. And what you can do is once you have the Google search, you can go and insert the asset if it's still there. Google search right here, you can select it, and then you can hit insert, and we'll probably have to position the Google search absolutely as well, but let's just see what happens first. Okay, so far nothing's showing up, so we're definitely going to have to position that one. Okay, then we need to go to the styles and styles 353 down here. There we go. So we need to change this to absolute. We have to get rid of the float right. Margin top negative 70, we have to remove that as well. And probably you'll need to go in, and I can actually guarantee this for sure, go into your shared, go to your Google search LBI, and you'll have to update this code here. Go to the, you've probably done this in other templates, go and update your script right here. Okay, so it's using nice new fresh code right there. And let me just see if the Google search wrapper here. Right, so after playing around positioning right here, you just have to update the code because it hasn't really been updated for Diablo because it wasn't being used. But as you can see the yellow here, when I hover over the Google search, that's sort of where it's placed. So once you get some fresh code in there from the Google website into your library file, then it should show up right about there. Then you can fine tune the positioning of, I put absolute top of 40 right, so you probably need to do a top of about 50. And then right maybe of 10 or 20. Well, sort of depends on what you have there. You can get rid of the margin top as well. It's just these three things: position, top, and right. And then of course fresh code in there, and it should work.